Over the past 2 weeks, my new sales rep has been crushing it. He's had back-to-back cold call conversations with prospects and managed to book demos from them. One of the key things we used to set him up for success was the spin selling method. It's not trendy, it's not sexy, but it just works. So what even is spin selling? Spin selling is basically a framework developed by a guy named Neil Rackham after he studied over 35,000 sales calls. The guy wanted to figure out what actually made sales work, especially for complex, high-ticket B2B deals. And what he found was kind of surprising. Top closers didn't pitch harder, they asked better questions. And not just any questions, very specific ones in a very specific order. What you need to know is that SPIN stands for situation, problem, implication, need, payoff. With that in mind, let's break them down one by one. First, situation questions. These are the basic get-to-know-you questions. You're trying to understand what's going on in your prospect's world. For example, you can go with questions like, how are you currently handling lead generation? What tools do you use right now? Who's involved in the decision-making process? These kind of questions basically help you gather context. But don't stay here too long. They're not very much exciting questions, they're just the warm-up. Then come the P in spin selling, problem questions. Now you basically dig into what's not working. For example, questions like, are you happy with your current reply rates? So, is managing outreach taking up too much time for you right now? Okay, got it. So what's been frustrating about your current process again? Your job is to uncover pain or even just friction, because people don't buy solutions if they don't feel a problem first. Alright, so now the third one. This is where the magic happens. Implication questions. This is where you turn small problems into big stakes. It's basically a question like, if this problem keeps happening, what's the impact on your revenue? How does this affect your sales team's performance? What happens if nothing changes next quarter? So these kind of questions are pretty much where the magic happens, because you're not being manipulative, you're just helping them see what's a risk if they do nothing. This is really where you press on the pain. Then finally, the N, need payoff questions. This is where you flip the script and show what's possible with your solution. And before introducing your solution, you can go with questions like, if you could double your response rate with half the effort, what would that mean for your team right now? How valuable would it be to get that time back every week? Would it help if you didn't have to chase leads manually anymore? All these questions are related to the need payoff, and then you can introduce your solution and how it addresses this question. These kind of questions are where the buyer starts picturing life with your product and they begin selling themselves on the solution. And here's the best part. When you think about it, like, spin selling isn't about memorizing 50 questions. It's about understanding where you are in the conversation. Are you learning the world? That's situation. Are you exposing the pain? That's problem. Are you turning up the urgency? That's implication. Are you building the value of the solution? That's need payoff. That's basically spin selling in a nutshell. Spin selling still works today because it's not about manipulating people, it's about guiding them through a real decision. If you're running sales calls and winging it, just stop. Start using spin, it makes your life much easier. If you want to follow a video where I build a spin call script step by step or break down real objections, let me know in the comments. Cheers, bye!